Pisces, welcome to your reading. It's going to be an overall general energy reading for my Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. Keep in mind and trust that when these messages find you, Pisces, they find you at the right time. All of my readings are timeless. Pisces, I hope this message finds you while you're in good health and good wealth. And I hope you do something that you enjoy to do today, simply because you can. I'm thinking, shuffle this up. Okay. Let's see what we got. Seven of Swords upright and the Seven of Pentacles reverse. Ooh. I feel like there's a new game plan in action. Yeah, Knight of Wands and the Ten of Wands reverse. New game plan is to leave the struggles of the past, leave the burdens of the past, the people of the past. Page of Wands reverse. Five of Pentacles reverse, Five of Wands reverse. So something in your past, Pisces, regarding these people, really. It's like there was no way to avoid the conflict with this person or people. There was always something, right? It was always someone's feelings were hurt, or some type of argument was happening, or just it was far from. I mean, it might have started off friendly, but it became not friendly. I don't know what the lighting's like, but with the Five of Pentacles reverse and the Five of Wands, little baby tarot. Then we also have the Knight of Wands and the Ten of Wands reverse. So you could be dealing with a fire sign, but this is just moving away from the stress, the burdens, the people, places, and things that they don't contribute their energy in a reflective way to which, like, how you contribute yours, and I feel like you're just tired of it. You're doing something about it. You're moving away or moving on from it, or you're addressing it, facing it head on courageously with the Knight of Wands. We also have the Seven of Pentacles reverse and the Seven of Swords upright. So this just tells me that you or someone else is like kind of sneaking away from something that they've invested a lot of time in, right? It's like they're going out the back door, right? They don't want anyone to see that they're leaving this situation, or that they are trying to leave the situation. And then, oh wow. And then we also have the Page of Wands reverse and the Three of Pentacles. So this is like this group of people, or this relationship, the dynamic of this relationship. I feel as though communication was never its strong suit, It feels a bit like people making promises to each other that they can't keep, right? With the Page of Wands reverse and the Three of Pentacles. So this could be you or another person, but it's just like, you kind of have good intentions, or this relationship was based like on, you had good intentions, but when it came down to like working together or coming together, there was just always some sort of conflict. It was never really working out how you envisioned or hoped it would, Pisces. And so it's like eventually you just get fed up, with the Knight of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. I mean, the Ten of Wands reverse. Knight of Wands, Ten of Wands reverse. Eventually you get fed up and you're like, okay, well, I'm not going to just do this forever, right? You're not going to be a part of something that is more difficult to be a part of than it is pleasant, So that's, I feel like when you, Pisces, are trying to like devise a plan to like sneak away, or just maybe even just make it known with this Knight of Wands, like you're just fed up, And so maybe you're just quite literally just moving away, moving on to something different. And I see the Three of Pentacles right here, or Three of Cups right here on the top. So it's like there's some cause to celebrate, whether it's the mending of this tough situation with these people or person, or whether it's like you sneaking away, putting down these burdens, and like going to find more like-minded people that appreciate you and see you and acknowledge, you know, you for who you are, and not try to, like, I don't know, I feel like these people can keep a promise, right? But this Page of Wands reverse and these Three of Pentacles, it's like, nah, you have good intentions, but at the end of the day, this group of people is like, because the Page of Wands is in reverse, like they're always gonna be, that relationship's always gonna be like that, right? There's too much pride in it. Of Justice on the split and the Nine of Swords on the bottom. Definitely seeing things as they are, you know, because it has you in this state of anxiety, you know. These relationships or this person could have been something or someone very important to you, and that's why justice coming in to serve justice, yeah, it's not something that you're happy about necessarily. You're just happy to be free of it, right? With the Star, with Justice, the Sun reverse, and the Star, something was really, some type of karma happened, right, for these people or this person, and it came through, and it either resulted in you finding new people or you getting out of the situation that was just causing you stress, anxiety, right? And that, although is what you were wishing for, it also leaves you unhappy, because I feel a part of you with this Knight of Wands was you were very passionate about this connection, or this group of friends, this group of family members, this group of people that you were closely in relation to, right? Like a part of you wanted it to work out so bad. That's why the that's why the Five of Pentacles and Five of Wands are in reverse. It's like, it's not like, you know, you just recognized it was hard and you didn't try to fix anything. It's like when they're in reverse, it's like you're trying to let go, you're trying to make it work even, but because, you know, you want to believe that this can make you happy, but at the end of the day, it was just not going to work because of how much each person or each party was investing of themselves in the relationship. There also could have been some aspect of, you know, deceptiveness, people being deceitful, you know, people just lying, keeping secrets, hiding truths. And that really didn't leave the best taste in your mouth, you know, with this Seven of Pentacles reverse. It's like you're not, I feel like this is, it gives you a reason, it kind of opened your eyes to this truth, right? It kind of opened, like the fact that they would, or this person would put you in an energy of this Nine of Swords, feeling very taken advantage of, and very, I don't know, I feel like you were being very vulnerable with these people or this connection, and you feel a bit hurt and taken advantage of, and that's why Justice comes in, removes them, gives you your wish. It's like, yes, it takes something away from you with the Sun reverse, but then it comes back with the Star, you know, this new hope, this new sense of like, oh, everything is going to be okay, right? And we see that with this Three of Cups. Like, there is a cause to celebrate through the release of this people, this group. It might not just be very obvious and clear at the beginning of, you know, the acceptance that things are changing. It might not be very clear at the beginning when things are being released, but over time it will be. The Hermit in the center of your reading, Six of Cups. Yeah, I see you doing a lot of reflecting on this. Five of Pentacles reverse again on the bottom. Seven of Cups reverse. Five of Swords reverse. Man, you had to make that choice for yourself though, right? You had to. Because if you didn't, Okay, well, to start your reading off, we have the Hierophant in reverse. Could be dealing with the Taurus. Then right here in the center of your reading, we have the Hermit. Could be dealing with a Virgo. And right here at the end of your reading, we have the Six of Cups. Could be dealing with, I want to say a Pisces. I think, you went with your better judgment. I think the choice that you made, I think you were lonely even when you were surrounded by these people, truthfully. Yeah. It's a new world, huh? I see that. Okay. Overall energy, 10 of Swords. I really like that for you, actually. Completing a very long and enduring cycle of what probably felt like lessons, honestly. Probably felt very like mentally straining, mentally exhausting. Dealing with this person or these group of people, right? Could have been very, very mentally exhausting. Possibly could have been with, like, in that cycle, in this relationship with these people where there was a lot of struggle and kind of neglect, and in this like emotional neglect, possibly financial neglect, I don't know. But yeah, it was not, this was, for 10 of Swords to be your overall energy, this is you've come to the completion of it, and I think you know that, and that's why you make this choice to kind of move on or move away. In the center of your reading, we have the Hermit, clarified by death. Virgo and Scorpio energy, but this is absolutely, feeling as though you'd be better off alone than surrounded by people that are just going to make every day a struggle for you and make life harder than easier, And so with this Hermit, I see you doing a lot of deep reflection, and clarified by death, it's like you could even be doing a lot of shadow work, kind of reflecting on the roots of the problem, really, like not the people, but the root of the problem, like what it was in them and what it was in you, and like seeing things really for what they are from a much higher perspective than normal. You can see this person, this mermaid, sitting on top of like a lighthouse that's just like above the, like, I don't know, heads in the clouds, And I think head is literally touching these birds. But it's like, and through that process, you're allowing this beautiful transformation to take place within you, I think you're letting the completion of this painful cycle, or this long cycle, or this very awakening cycle with these people, I think you're letting it be something beautiful rather than something that would like leave you bitter. I don't know if you're necessarily, I don't know, I feel like you're better off without them. To end your reading with the Six of Cups and the Devil reversed, so this is like reflecting on the past, but like feeling confident in your choice to release the past. We have Capricorn energy here. These people, you see, like this woman is reflecting on this memory of these little people, right? Releasing balloons. These people were what kept you bound, but now you're this balloon up here, right? Like no one's holding this balloon. Now you're free. You're free of that painful and just very limiting cycle. You can only grow so much when you're surrounded by the same thing every day. Eventually you're gonna like become a master at whatever your day looks like, and then you're gonna have to find new days, different days. You're gonna have to challenge yourself. Sometimes we don't want to really challenge ourselves because we get comfortable with the people, places, and things around us, and that's okay. I mean, if you like, free will, but I don't see you being very comfortable with this constant need. I feel like in this, like, someone always has to be right. Someone's always trying to be right, Someone always has to prove a point, and I don't think you were very comfortable in that. It started to get very burdensome for you just as an individual, and it started to kind of kill the passion that, or the creativity that you once approached this connection with. And so you have to take action to get rid of it. To start your reading out, we have the Hierophant in reverse and the Four of Cups reverse. I feel like intuitively you knew this ending was coming for a while. I think you are very knowledgeable about what is going on around you. You're very self-aware and you're aware of your environment. And I think that because this Four of Cups, it speaks to like, you know, yes, you're here, but you're not present, right? Because there's a piece that you're missing. And I feel like with the Four of Cups reverse, you're very, very aware. You're not really missing anything, and you've been aware for a while with this Hierophant, because the Hierophant is a very wise energy. It is a very knowledgeable energy. And I think that it kind of took you off guard to see just how kind of chaotic, or how kind of disappointing with this Four of Cups reverse, how disappointing this connection became over time. You know, it kind of like ran you into the hermit mode. Like it like made you want to go into the like some type of isolation or some type of like place away from that energy. I feel like your soul was too big, you know, it outgrew, not too big, but your soul has just outgrown whatever cycle this was with the Ten of Swords. And so with the Hierophant reverse, it's like, you know, you're no longer learning anything from it or these people, and you're aware of it with this Four of Cups. So it takes you to this place of like, okay, maybe I'll just, you know, become comfortable within my own energy, because there's no conflict there, right? There's only the conflict of facing yourself and all of the things that you've done and all of the things others have done to you with the death. And that's actually very transformative for you. And it's like, yes, you can look back on the past, and you do look back on the past, because how else are you going to see how far you've come, you know? But I think with this Devil reverse, it's like, even if they did come back around, I don't think you would allow those energies back into your life, Pisces, because you see, I mean, first of all, you probably did a lot of deep healing from this, for like a lot of kind of shedding certain layers of you that you no longer resonated with, kind of opening yourself up like this, like you see how you can like see inside of her rib cage, and there's all these plants. It's like seeing the real you, right? Once you saw the real you, it's like you have this certain amount of self-respect, or just this knowing about what you want out of life, what you deserve. And so it's like, even if they did come back, it's not that you would let them in, but now you can look back on it, and which you weren't able to do before, but now you can look back on it and kind of see the beauty in it and stuff. But when there was this Seven of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles reversed to start the reading, it's like you weren't in a place where you could look back on it and appreciate it for what it was, because you were just trying to get away with the Seven of Swords, right? You were trying to get out of it, out of this heavy cycle. Clarify one more time. I think the most important part of this reading, so this is your cause to celebrate, honestly, entering the hermit mode, and with the death clarifying that, I think this is your cause for celebration. Actually taking action upon releasing yourself of these people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Because yeah, you can know it for as long as you want, right? You can be aware of something forever, but I mean, if you don't use that knowledge in your everyday real world life, or help spread that knowledge, then it's like, what does it matter if you know, right? If you're not going to use that knowledge. So I think that's your cause to celebrate, the fact that you actually chose to remove yourself from something that was making you very uncomfortable, or that was just disrespectful. Yeah. telling you. Clarifying the Hierophant reverse and the Four of Cups reverse, we have the Knight of Cups reverse. So this is understanding that you're no longer learning anything from this, you're no longer growing, you're no longer getting anything out of this connection, right? And so this is you with the Knight of Cups in reverse. This is you kind of pulling back your investment in it, taking back that offer of love that you were once giving or once being offered, and like either saying no or just taking your offer back, right? You're no longer okay with sharing your heart and your energy with others that are not going to reciprocate in the same way or a similar likeness. Yeah. The center of your reading, clarifying the Hermit and the Death card, we have the Ace of Pentacles. So this is going into that isolation, kind of getting to the root of the problem instead of just blaming what you perceive to be the problem in the 3D, right? And because of that, through that transformation of yourself, really, now we have the Ace of Pentacles, and this is just a beautiful new beginning full of opportunity, abundance, and possibility that is only possible because you nurtured this plant. Like you nurtured this when you planted the seeds up here in the Hermit, right? It's like you, through this process of the death, you were properly taking care of yourself and your inner needs, you know, your inner emotional needs, your inner spiritual needs. So you watered that plant correctly, and that's what allows this Ace of Pentacles to come through so vibrantly for you. Because when you're ready to exit that time period of, I don't know, shadow work, self-work, trying to understand yourself on a deeper level, once you exit that period, then we come to the Six of Cups, Devil reverse, and now the Page of Wands. This is, you know, you understanding now with this Page of Wands, understanding in the upright though, you understanding the benefits of looking back on it, you now being able to look back on it being the situation with these people, places, and things that were not serving you, being able to look back on it and kind of like learn from it or forgive it, really forgiving the past. I feel forgiving the thing that once kept you bound and chained, and just moving on and being excited with this Page of Wands for the new, the better days, feeling a new sense of passion, vitality, life force, energy that is going to kind of like, that passion is what's going to guide you through this next beautiful chapter for you, this cause to celebrate that you are now entering, you know? But I don't see you looking back on this devil energy. I don't think you would ever let it back in. But if you did, I think you would just, it would have to go through a little extra security now, right? Before they could cross through the boundaries of your life, the gates of your energy, right? Before they could cross through that and get back to a place where it once was, they would have to, you would be looking at them a lot differently, and you'd be analyzing them a lot deeper this time, or like on a deeper level. I like that, Pisces. It's a good reading. Advice from Spirit, Six of Swords and Nine of Swords reverse. Move away from the people, places, and things that are going to make you feel like you are not enough or you don't fit in. Move towards the days that are as stress-free as possible, right? Move towards environments, people, places, and things that kind of that don't trigger you, you know? Move towards environments that are not triggering for you. Not at least until you can like come out of this hermit mode, because right now I feel you're understanding yourself on a very more intimate level in terms of like your past and how it has all kind of like, you see all these eyes, like I feel like this is everything that you've seen in your life, right? And how it is a part of you. Everything that you do see, it becomes a part of you, a part of the way that you interact with the world, right? So I feel like you need to move towards environments that don't make you feel like what you've seen and how you are and who you are is a bad thing, or makes you like anxious, or makes you feel stressed out for being yourself, right? Move towards environments, people, places, and things that are just going to accept you for you and make you feel good about the beautiful you that you are. That is your advice from Spirit. What a reading. Like that, Pisces. The courage of your love. Love is the sunrise, while thought is only a flashing light. Your heart is strong enough to overpower old patterns. Surrender into love's sanctuary without conditions or equivocation. Sorry. Yeah. You are not to give shaming stories that cast your regal lion-like nature in the falsehood of victimization or powerlessness. Roar at such lies until the weak glue holding them together melts under the fire of your holy breath. Assert the dignity of your own heart and soul. I think you definitely do that when you stand up for yourself when you're tired of being tired with this Knight of Wands, Ten of Wands reverse. Tired of being tired, and that's you taking action, showing yourself that self-respect, because you know what you deserve and you know what you don't deserve, and you did not feel that justice was being served back then. So you leaving that is great. We also have beyond the threshold of fear. It is your fear holding you back like a bar behind the door. Your relationship with fear is changing. No more shall it hold you in its thrall. You are becoming able to observe it, to experience it, to have compassionate wisdom rather than resistance. Oh, what a spiritual marathon you have been running. Now the end is in sight. The power that you used to give fear is now transferred to your extraordinary heart. Yeah. And that's like when you can look back on this thing that used to instill fear in you or instill some sense of uncomfortability in you that you were heavily invested in, like now you can look back on it and like understand it and yourself from a much higher perspective, much more mature perspective than you were able to when you were in the midst of trying to release yourself of it, right? Center, passion for purpose. Love, like life, flows through the heart. Your heart is questing for deeper meaning. It desires certainty as to your sacred task for this lifetime. I call to you now, the you that is beyond your mind, the you that is your heart. To that you I ask, what stirs the passions of your nature? Do that, be that. I feel like that's what you're finding out through once you start going through this death. It's like you're figuring out, what you want out of life, what your soul is calling you to do, where your better days are with the Six of Swords. Like, what does that look like for you? Which is really nice. And then last card, we have the dissolving light. Why should I fear anything? When was I ever less by dying? Death. There is something unworthy of you that must be released. Give up the fears and doubts, the belief that somehow things are not going to work out. You are meant to be free in a way that only truth can provide. If you rewatch this reading and compare it to this card, I'll be like, yeah, that's the summary. That's the summary of this reading. There's something unworthy of you that must be released. Give up the fears and doubts, the belief that somehow things are not going to work out. You are meant to be free in a way that only truth can provide. You're meant to be free from this burden of the Ten of Swords, right? Look, everybody has something to say or something to criticize or something to add to the masterpiece that is you, but you've already been completed. You've been complete this whole time. The opinions of others is what really just, this unworthy opinion of others is what kind of has you in this, going in this, this little journey, right? This journey of releasing and finding yourself, releasing bad or just releasing toxic environments and choosing yourself and choosing peace. Pisces, just, in the center of your reading, we have a lot of like lone, like these are like are all alone, right? All of these cards, people are by themselves with the Hermit, Death, and the Ace of Pentacles. Just make sure you know what keeps you grounded, what helps you feel connected, and whether it be reaching out to friends, doing anything you can to not let this become loneliness and let it continue to be a transformation for you, right? Because sometimes when we're doing that deep self-work and we find ourselves like alone a lot just because we're trying to work on ourselves, it's like sometimes it can feel as if we've been abandoned, or like just why are you so lonely or whatever. But you just have to remind yourself and do grounding practices. Remind yourself that you're doing this for you so that you can like come out of the other side a stronger version of yourself. Just remind yourself it's for a reason, it's for a purpose. It's not that you didn't have to leave these people or this environment because you weren't worthy, or they were super awful people. They might have been, but really a lot of us we're just healing, and some of us choose not to heal. So then we can't tell who's who by what, just like right off the jump, Sometimes you can, but we never know where others are at in their journey. So if you don't fit into their journey, or if they're not fitting into your journey anymore, and it's like sometimes you just that has to be what it is for the time being, and then you go and do some more healing. You integrate that experience you had with these people or that person, and you come out stronger and ready to meet new people and more persons with this Three of Cups. And now you're this healed version of yourself who can enjoy their time out with their friends, or out with their partner, or with their family or loved ones. Now you can enjoy it instead of like having to have these heavy feelings every time you get together with them. But yeah, Pisces, this was your reading. Thank you.